story blooms over 2 decades ago, in a humble university dorm room, where the weight of the dark put a strain on our hands, a stain on the sheet where we mapped out our plans. But innovation lit our eyes with a fire, to blaze the trail, to change Africa, one solution, one transaction at a time. Our ears listened to the chimes, the buzzing tune of bright ideas. We stretched out our hands, and remember what we did? We flipped the switch. We flipped the switch. It was no ordinary motion. It was to herald a new notion. It is the champion's charge, your invitation to stand on our shoulders. It is your time for elevation. So go ahead, flip that switch, build that business, scale that hitch. Africa's future is waiting on us, and what looks like the sky is only the dew. We are on the brink of something new, because at Interswitch, we never stop. So you don't stop.
My name is Ubabe Ea Humphrey, a student of St. Gregory's College, Lagos State.
My name is Zoma David Oyekachukwu from Maris Bioengineering, Uturu, Abia State.
My name is Abdurrahman Zubia from Anju International College, Ilorin, Kwara State.
My name is Funle Yulua from President College, Ogun State.
My name is Ifedora Uchenna Prosper from Victory College International, Abia State.
My name is Esge Sam from Maris Bioengineering, Uturu, Abia State.
My name is David Mojiaka from Grace International School, River State.
My name is Ibu Kanechukwu from Maris Bioengineering, Uturu, Abia State.
My name is Yusuf David from Smart College, Lagos State.
In the words of Maria Curie, nothing in life is to be feared, only understood. Welcome to another edition of the biggest TV STEM show in the entire continent, InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition, Nigeria 6.0. My name is Hero Daniels, and InterswitchSPAK Nigeria 6.0 is proudly switched on by IntersWitch. Never stop. I have yet another 9 sets of Super SPAKs that are ready to slug it out for the available 3 slots at the semi-finals. And they're definitely ready to compete for the prestigious prize of Nigeria's best STEM students. You might be wondering, what prize could Nigeria's best STEM students possibly get? Well, we're talking about 15 million naira worth of 5 years university scholarship, inclusive of a monthly stipend, a brand new laptop, and the bragging rights as the best STEM student in Nigeria. The second place winner will get 10 million naira, which covers a 4-year university scholarship, inclusive of monthly stipend and a brand new laptop. While the third place winner, a 3-year university scholarship, inclusive of a monthly stipend. That is not all. IntersWitch said, you know what? We're not gonna stop here. We never stop. So the other 6 finalists will also be getting cash rewards and scholarships courtesy of IntersWitch. Never stop. It is time for our SPAK Hero of the Week.
Professor Mrs. Margaret Adebisi Sowumi is a trailblazing Nigerian botanist and environmental archaeologist whose pioneering work has left a profound impact on her field. Born in Kano on September 24, 1939, to a pastor in the Church of Nigeria, Sowumi's early life was steeped in a spirit of inquiry and dedication. As a professor of palynology and environmental archaeology at the University of Ibadan, she played a pivotal role in establishing the university's palynology laboratory, building invaluable reference collections for pollen analysis. Her groundbreaking research has transformed our understanding of Nigeria's environmental history, from the first identifications of Gwandu Formation's age and paleo environments to the pioneering of descriptions of Eocene pollen from the Ogwashi Asaba Formation. Sowumi's work on late Quaternary vegetation and the first pollen studies from Nigerian archaeological sites have been instrumental in shaping both archaeological and ecological research, especially in agricultural practices. Professor Sowumi's journey exemplifies how education and perseverance can overcome barriers, leaving a legacy of innovation and insight in the sciences.
We're truly inspired by Professor Somi's story. Super Sparks, I'm sure that you are also inspired. Welcome to the foundation round. I'm sure you're very familiar with the rules, so we're going to head straight into it. This is question 1. The temperature range that is used in the Haber process is it 500 to 600 degrees Celsius, 600 to 700 degrees Celsius, 400 to 500 degrees Celsius, 200 to 300 degrees Celsius? The temperature range that is used in the Haber process is. Correct answer is 400 to 500 degrees Celsius, option C. Question 2. What organ does slug use for feeding? A. Siphon. B. Radula. C. Anus. D. Scrap. What organ does slug use for feeding? Correct answer is radula, option B. Question 3. The value of G in the image above is A. 60 degrees. B. 90 degrees. C. 40 degrees. D. 45 degrees. The value of G in the image above is. The sum of angles at a point is 360. That should inform your answer, which is C. 40 degrees. Option C. Question number 4. What occurs within the human body during the process of respiration? A. Oxidation of glucose. B. Formation of proteins. C. Formation of new cells. D. Formation of glucose. What occurs within the human body during the process of respiration? Question 5. The buoyancy experienced by all objects when immersed in a fluid is it a downward pressure, a downward force, an upward force, or an upward pressure? The buoyancy experienced by all objects when immersed in the fluid is. Question 6. What type of bond is demonstrated in compound A above? Is it coordinate covalent bond, ionic bond, metallic bond, or hydrogen bond? What type of bond is demonstrated in compound A above? The correct answer is coordinate covalent bond, option A. Question 7. Which of these is equivalent to 3 raised to the power 6? A. 9 raised to the power 3. B. 9 raised to the power 4. C. 9 squared. D. 9 raised to the power 5. Which of these is equivalent to 3 raised to the power 6? The correct answer is 9 raised to the power 3, option A. And here is question 8. The energy a body has as a result of its alteration in position or form is known as A. Potential energy. B. Electrical energy. C. Thermal energy. D. Kinetic energy. Simon, what's the answer to that?
E.
Why?
Potential energy is energy at rest. So, in position of its form, it's the same thing.
Prosper, would you want to help out Samuel and make this clearer for us?
Okay, potential energy is energy at rest. So from the question, they say an alteration in position. That means the energy is at rest. Why? Meanwhile, kinetic energy is energy in motion. So I chose option A.
That is absolutely correct. A round of applause. Viewers at home, yes, I'm talking to you. IntersWitch has given us a unique opportunity for us to win 10,000 Naira simply by answering our home quiz questions correctly. But you have to be a Quick Teller subscriber to participate. So if you haven't downloaded Quick Teller, just go onto your Apple Store or Play Store and download the app quickly. The Quick Teller app. Here comes your home quiz question. What is the SI unit of mass? A. Gram. B. Milligram. C. Kilogram. D. Megagram. I wish you good luck. We're now halfway through the foundation round. Our Super Sparks are about to attempt question 9, but that would be after this break. Stay with us.
Our story blooms over 2 decades ago in a humble university dorm room where the weight of the dark put a strain on our hands, a stain on the sheet where we mapped out our plans. But innovation lit our eyes with a fire to blaze the trail, to change Africa, one solution, one transaction at a time. Our ears listened to the chime, the buzzing tune of bright ideas. We stretched out our hands, and remember what we did? We flipped the switch. We flipped the switch, it was no ordinary motion. It was to herald a new notion. It is a champion's charge, your invitation to stand on our shoulders. It is your time for innovation. So go ahead, flip that switch, build that business, scale that hitch. Africa's future is waiting on us, and what looks like the sky is only the dew. We are on the brink of something new, because at Interswitch, we never stop. So you don't stop.
Welcome back to the biggest TV STEM competition where champions are made. InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition, Nigeria 6.0. Proudly sponsored by IntersWitch. Never stop. Our Super SPAKs have attempted 8 questions in the foundation round. Here is question number 9. The organism represented in the diagram above is called, is it Euglena, Hydra, Climadomonas, or Pandorina? The organism represented in the diagram above is called. Question 10. If a gas has a pressure of 2 atmospheres at 300 Kelvin, what is its pressure at 400 Kelvin? Is it 5.67 atm, 4.67 atm, 6.67 atm, or 2.67 atm? Question 11. What is the value of 10011 base 2 in base 10? A, 14, B, 16, C, 18, D, 19. What is the value of 10011 base 2 in base 10? The correct answer is 19, option D. Question 12. What happens to the density of water when it is heated from 0 degrees Celsius or 4 degrees Celsius? Does it increase? B, it remains constant. C, it increases first, then decreases. Or D, it decreases. Question 13. Ammonia is obtained when ammonia gas is passed through what? A, zinc oxide. B, copper 2 oxide. C, silver oxide. D, copper 1 oxide. Ammonia is obtained when ammonia gas is passed through what? The correct answer is copper 2 oxide. Option B. Super SPAKs, you're trying your best. I'm rooting for all of you. Here comes question number 14. What type of motion is represented in the image above? A, random motion. B, periodic motion. C, circular motion. D, rotatory motion. Question 15. Each interior angle of a regular nonagon equals, is it 140 degrees, 144 degrees, 125 degrees, or 150 degrees? Final question, question 16. Through which means do plants absorb their essential nutrients needed for their development? A, stem. B, roots. C, flower. D, leaf. Correct answer is roots. David, what is going on through your mind?
I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
Do you think you're going to make it to the advanced level?
I hope so.
You hope so? Well, you're not just going to make it to the advanced level. You're actually topping this current sets with 120 points and an average response time of 5.7 seconds. Can we give him a round of applause? Simon, Kene, Araman, and Iniolua, don't be discouraged. You've tried your very best, but this is where your SPAK journey ends. We're very confident that you're going to do spectacular things out of this competition. Please, can we give them a round of applause as they exit? Welcome to the advanced level. Here, each of you have the special opportunity to select the subjects that we'll ask you questions from. You're going to take turns to select from 5 subject areas. We're going to pull a total of 15 questions. You have exactly 45 seconds to answer those questions. If you miss or pass a particular question, don't worry, you can get back to it so long as it's within your 45 seconds. Do we understand? All your scores in the foundation round do not apply here. And for each correct answer, you will earn 20 points. All right, to determine the order of play, our Super SPAKs must first take a turn. This is the take a turn question. Match the following organic compounds with their respective classes. Organic compounds are ethane, cyclobutene, benzene, pentanol. Yes, Humphrey is first to solve the puzzle. The classes are aromatic, aliphatic, alicyclic. David is next, David Uzoma. Then David Umie is next. We're waiting for David Yusuf and Prosper Uchenna. Yes, they have solved it. Congratulations to all of you. Humphrey.
Yes, you.
Are you ready to spark?
My name is Ubabe Ea Humphrey, and I'm ready to spark.
Well, now is your time to spark. How many stages are there in the complete metamorphosis of a housefly?
3.
Which nitrogenous waste is primarily excreted by birds, insects, and reptiles?
Ammonia.
The resting phase in mitosis is?
Interphase.
Which vitamins are water-soluble as opposed to fat-soluble?
Water-soluble are B and C, fat-soluble are DEC.
What nutrient deficiency causes plants to have yellow leaves and stunted growth?
Phosphorus.
What kind of joint allows movement in various directions?
Ball and socket.
The thermodynamic quantity that indicates the spontaneity of a reaction is? The process in which the ore is heated strongly in the absence of air.
Melting.
Which metal is known as quicksilver?
Skip.
The process of heating an ore to extract metal is called? That's your last question. You can take your time and answer that.
Melting.
Well done, Humphrey. David Uzoma, are you ready to spark?
My name is Uzoma David Onyekachuku, and I'm ready to spark.
Well, now is your time to spark. A plant which grows on another plant without...
Epiphytes.
At what stage of mitosis does chromosomes...
Prophase.
The process in which flowering plants is grown in partial or complete absence of light, characterized by long and...
Bending of the leaves.
The close study of the characteristics of mercury when placed in the vacuum...
Skip.
What do xylem and sclerenchyma have in...
Conducting vessels.
In most species of paramecium, there are how many contractile vacuoles?
1.
What is the process of coating an...
Electroplating.
The process of combining small hydro...
Cracking. Reformation.
The chemical formula of octane is?
C8H20.
The space region around the magnet...
magnetic field.
F equals...
Skip.
What is the resistance of a 30 ampere car fuse operating on a 20 battery? That is the last question. Well done, David Uzoma. David Umeojaka, are you ready to spark?
My name is David Umeojaka, and I'm ready to spark.
Well, now is your time to spark. If 7 raised to power n equals... Expand k minus 2 multiply k plus 6.
K squared plus 4k minus 12.
Solve for b in 3 open brackets b minus 2 close brackets equals 2b plus
7.
The process of separating crude oil into its components is called?
Fractional distillation.
Which hydrocarbon is commonly used as a fuel in lighters?
Skip.
Which chemical is known as the king of chemicals? What is the sum of the value of cos 60 degrees and sin 30 degrees?
1.
What is the reciprocal of 85% of 400?
1/340.
For what value of x is the expression 2x minus 4 all over x plus 12 not defined? That's the last question. You can take your time and answer that.
Minus 12.
Well done, David Umeo. So far, 2 Davids have participated, so we need to take a break from the Davids and move on to Prosper. You were forced to solve the puzzle. Prosper Uchenna, are you ready to spark?
My name is Prosper Uchenna, and I'm ready to spark.
Well, now is your time to spark. What is the sum of half, 0.25, and 40?
Pass.
Given that p equals 2 and y equals 4, find the value of y squared plus py minus 2y.
16.
Solve for y in 6y plus 120 equals 18y plus 960.
70. Minus 70.
What is the product of 20% of 160 and half of 120?
Pass.
What is the mode of the data sets 357,
5.
If the circumference of a circle is 16 pi centimeter, what is the diameter?
8.
Well done, Prosper. Fantastic. And now, we're down to the final David. David Yusuf, are you ready to spark?
My name is David Yusuf, and I'm ready to spark.
Well, now is your time to spark. Which structure connects the stigma to the ovary in a flower?
Anther.
In higher animals, gametes are formed in a specialized organ called?
Reproductive organ.
Yellowing of the area between the veins of youngest leaves is the deficiency of which mineral?
Iron.
What is the process of adding hydrogen atoms to an?
Hydrogenation.
Which compound is a major component of gasoline?
Diesel.
Which compound is commonly known as silica?
Silicon oxide.
What is the angle between the magnetic and the geographical meridians called?
0 degree. Angle of date.
The equivalent capacitance of 3 capacitors, each of capacitance 6 microfarad connected in parallel is?
2 microfarad.
What is the equivalent resistance of 4 ohms connected in series?
16 ohms.
What is the federal capital of Brazil? That is your last question.
Argentina.
A round of applause. David Yusuf, if you had the opportunity, what would you have done differently?
I would have selected more of chemistry.
You'd have selected more of chemistry. Well, life is about choices. We'll go on a break now, and when we come back, the big question on everybody's mind is, will the 3 Davids make it to the semi-final stage of this competition? We'll find out after the break. Stay with us.
We all want a good life. To do the things that give us the most joy. To reach for the things we want and get them. To move our feet and go where our hearts take us. To become who we've always thought we were. To break free from the ordinary and live life to the fullest.
The good life is not a destination, it's a journey.
It's when we can enjoy all the goodness life has to offer again and again.
Verve, Africa's premier payment card, is the passport that keeps you moving from good life to good life. Ask your bank for a Verve card today.
Our story blooms over 2 decades ago, in a humble university dorm room, where the weight of the dark put a strain on our hands, a stain on the sheet where we mapped out our plans, but innovation lit our eyes with a fire, to blaze the trail, to change Africa, one solution, one transaction at a time. Our ears listened to the chimes, the buzzing tune of bright ideas. We stretched out our hands, and remember what we did? We flipped the switch. We flipped the switch, it was no ordinary motion. It was to herald a new notion. It is a champion's charge, your invitation to stand on our shoulders. It is your time for elevation. So go ahead, flip that switch, build that business, scale that hitch. Africa's future is waiting on us, and what looks like the sky is only the dew. We are on the brink of something new, because at Interswitch, we never stop. So you don't stop.
Welcome back to InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition Nigeria 6.0. Proudly switched on by IntersWitch. Never stop. It was a very tough advance round, but of course we need only 3 Super SPAKs to make it to the semi-final stage of this competition. Yes, Humphrey, David Uzoma, David Ume, Prosper Uchenna, and David Yusuf. I am staring at the results here. Humphrey, what are your chances on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10. I'll go with a 5.
5, that's 50-50.
Yes, Hero.
Oh, well, Humphrey, you scored 80 points, and that is pretty much low. If I give you a second chance, what would you do differently?
I would have answered the questions faster.
Would you want a second chance?
If I could. I know that is not possible, but if I could, yes.
Well, we're giving you a second chance because, yes, you qualified to the semi-final stage of this competition. And I have 2 Davids that have also triumphed, and the 2 Davids are David Uzoma and David Ume Ojiaka. Congratulations, you made it through to the semi-final stage of this competition. We would like to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Interswitch. Please keep the conversation going on social media on the following handles displaying on your screens right now. We'd like to say a big thank you to the parents, the teachers, and everybody involved in the education of the young ones in this country. My name is Hero Daniels. Until I catch you next time, never stop dreaming. Good night.
InterswitchSPAK is an Interswitch Switch a Future initiative.